This time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Right back to him on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And slow going there as you'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They go play action. Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On play action, Young sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll start on the ground here on first down. To about the 23. When you look at this defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Short. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Sutherland. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw, Young. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Flowers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Young now from the 50. The 20. And touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bisons are off to... Nothing first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Short. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons. Third and 3. Moore, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's short. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
He'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Young now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Young will set to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Short. 74 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's short. He's got it to the 43 here. The Falcons at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Short. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, You saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Moore, the man in motion. Go. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Young. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here we go, shot. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's short. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Short. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
16-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the gun on 3rd down. Sutherland. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
18, pioneer.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here now a third down and 8.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, it's short, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Short. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Young.
There's a ball deep from Musgrave.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Luke Musgrave.
63 yards.
And the Bisons are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Moore, the man in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And got his man complete.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 70 yards.
And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways, either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now here's Young. Now he's got it. Touchdown!
Luke Musgrave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bisons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Hawk 70.
Up the middle they go. It's short. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Sutherland. Over the middle, complete. That's short. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Sutherland. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Room here to run. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Short.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Now a handoff up the middle. It's short, and he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Banks. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows go a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Meadows. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make this.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bisons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They go play action here on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
Back to throw. Sutherland under pressure. They got him again.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Ready up.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw. Sutherland.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here now, 3rd down.
Go.
He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Young.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Young.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thanks. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's 2nd down. Now Young.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
This is 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Sutherland being chased out left.
Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Sutherland. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Okay, break. Come, 19. Come, here we go, here we go. Hot, hot.
Looking to throw. Sutherland. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
On the ready. Mustang 19. Let's go. Go.
On fourth down, Sutherland. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see